What's up, everybody? It's Kellen Nitro for Nitro Maniac TV's Wrestling Unlimited coming at you today with predictions, hashtag predictions for the grandest stage of them all, the biggest nights, yes, nights in sports entertainment. It's Wrestlemania coming at you this weekend, April 10th and 11th on the WWE Network, elsewhere in the world, pay-per-view elsewhere in the world, and on the Peacock, it's on the Peacock in the States. So there we go. Anyway, joining me for this one is Mr. TL. How are you, sir?
No, I'm leaving now after that Peacock song.
I just had to work that in somewhere down the line. It's out of my system
yes,
now.
Mr. TL is here, and as always, unimpressed.
These are our predictions for Mania. This is what we're going to do here for WrestleMania. So we're going to make predictions on the matches for both nights. You may want to follow us. You may think that this is all completely 100% bonk, so don't follow us at all. Don't put any money on any of these whatsoever. And if you think that this video is up way early in the week, it's because this is about the only time we can schedule to get everybody in to do predictions. So go team. Go multitasking. Here we go.
Yay, team. Woo.
Yes, absolutely. So it'll be good. We're going to start with night one, April 10th, and a match that was added on Monday Night Raw this week. It is a tag team turmoil match to determine the number one contenders for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship on night two. So here's how it works. It's a tag team turmoil match. The winning team from this tag team turmoil match will automatically advance to night two to take on Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler for the Women's Tag Team Championship. The participants are Dana Brooke and Mandy Rose,
Boo.
Lana and Naomi,
Meh.
Natalya and Tamina,
Yeah.
and the Riot Squad. So Liv Morgan and Ruby Riot.
Blech.
You sound thrilled.
Oh, I'm ecstatic. I want a little Coach Hines there. I get it, but it's all right.
Okay, well, there we go. So, pick a team. That's all I'm going to do.
Oh, God. Oh, my God. Natty and Tamina.
Okay. I'm going to take...
Okay, that's who I'd want to pick. I guarantee it's going to be Mandy and Brookie.
No, I'm going to take Lana and Naomi because they've built some sort of program with them earlier before WrestleMania and going into the Rumble, and that's something they've kind of abandoned that over the past few months. So they'll freshen it up going into Mania for night two at least.
So we're agreed. It will not be the Riot Squad.
No, I don't see a Riot Squad doing this. I think they just put this in for Tag Team Turmoil. So.
Legit.
Yeah. Again, I'm just trying to remember what exactly a tag team turmoil match is.
I don't know if that's elimination or if it's just whoever gets the pin first.
The tag team turmoil. Here we go. The match has a team in each of the four corners to start the match, but as each team is eliminated, another team takes its place, similar to a gauntlet match. Okay, so it's a gauntlet tag, basically. So start with two teams. One team gets bounced, the next team comes down. One team gets bounced, and the last team comes down.
So okay, yeah.
Why
wouldn't they just call it a gauntlet? They use gauntlet in singles all the time on SmackDown.
It's the WWE, brother. They have their own verbology, so you have to kind of, figure it out as you go along. That's why I was lost. I was like, what the hell is a tag team turmoil match? I can't remember what that was, but luckily Wikipedia set me straight. Wikipedia is the official information gatherer for Nitro Maniac TV's Wrestling Unlimited, by the way. Well, unofficial, I should say.
For the remainder of my life, I'm always going to ask myself, where the hell was Wikipedia when I was a kid in school and I had to do a book report?
Yeah. Or where the hell was Wikipedia when I was a provincial government looking to redo the school curriculum? Oh, wait, it was there. We were just copying and pasting the entire time. But anyway, there we go. So
wait, what? Is that a real thing?
That is a legit thing. It's I'll talk to you after about this. Remind me. So
okay.
Yeah. All right. Next match on night one, we have Cesaro versus Seth Rollins.
Cesaro.
See, yeah, I'm going to lean with you and say Cesaro as well there. I think that I think that this is just going to be there to have a good match between two mechanics in the ring, and they'll try to steal the show on night one.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, exactly. And I think they will, because I'm looking at the competition, and I think they only really legitimately have one, maybe two matches to really concern themselves with on night one. So we'll see with that. Moving on.
Yeah, I'll go with Cesaro only because I don't.
Yeah. So you're going Cesaro?
Let's.
I'm going Cesaro too. We picked the same guy, so it's all good. That's fine. We can agree on predictions.
This is what happens when you have that really small delay when you're using these services.
Okay. Echo, co.
Yeah, exactly. Stuff like that.
Wow, wild. All right, well, hopefully this holds through. The peacock. It's on a peacock.
All right, it's growing on me.
You'll be humming that by the end of the night, for sure. We are going to the next match, which is Braun Strowman versus Shane McMahon. It is a steel cage match where you can win by either pinfall, submission, or leaving. Because, again, it's WWE, brother.
Yep.
I never got that with steel cage matches in WWE, where one of the ways of winning the steel cage is leaving the cage. I thought the whole idea was to stay in the cage.
Exactly. The point of the cage is to keep them within the cage, so there's no outside interference.
Yeah. Then why do you reward the first person who leaves the cage? It should be like the old War Games stipulation in WCW, where if you leave the cage, you lose, you're out.
Or, any old Southern wrestling company where that was how it works.
Yeah. Well, I think they did that in Stampede as well, too. I got to take a look. And it might not be just a Southern thing. I think we did it up here, too.
But given that stipulation, I think Shane McMahon's going to win because he'll get bailed out by somebody.
Well, Elias and Jackson Riker have been hanging out with Shane McMahon here recently, so I think those would be the two guys involved in it. I think Strowman's going to win. I think that they're positioning Strowman for some sort of world title thing during the dead period here between May and basically SummerSlam for something. So we'll see what happens after that. I think this might be the launch of Strowman and a potential either WWE championship run against, well, we'll find out who later on, or a Universal Championship run over on SmackDown. Again, we'll find out who later on, but there we go.
So. I'm going to make a prediction also in this match as well. They're going to do the spot where Braun Strowman throws Shane McMahon so hard against the cage that he slipped out underneath, and they have to restart the match again.
Kind of like the Big Show Stone Cold Steve Austin spot from '99. Is that what you're thinking of, or
sort of? That's the one where he hit him against the cage, it swung open, and then he dropped down to win.
Yeah,
but they did this against some other time. I think it was on a Raw or SmackDown.
I remember. Yeah, it was Lashley.
Yeah,
it was Lashley and somebody doing it, and Lashley did like a cross body, and they both sandwiched outside with the edge of the cage.
Oh no! That was Umaga and Lashley on ECW.
Oh, okay.
That's when Lashley jumped the cage and landed the entire wall onto Umaga.
Right. Yeah.
I think RVD had something to do with this cage match. They threw him against the cage, and he managed to it bent the wall, and he fell down and out. And they restarted the match because they're like, no, you can't win like that.
Okay.
So I guarantee, I don't. Yeah, I predict that spot's going to get used in this match somehow.
I am going to Google that and see that, because now that you're talking about it, I vaguely remember it. But yeah, if we're talking RVD, the Hall of Famer RVD now, as of tomorrow, well, Tuesday night, I guess, whenever you watch this.
RVD.
It's just definitely worth refreshing the memory in case it pops up again, for sure. Yeah. Okay. So cool. All right. So we have our predictions with that one. Again, you can either take our predictions to the bank, or you can just leave them and be like, what the hell do these people know? Whatever. Raw Tag Team Championship on the line. It'll be the New Day, Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods versus AJ Styles and Omos.
New Day.
Yeah, I think that this is just going to be I think this is just filler, honestly, and I think this is just it has the feel of just Omos is going to double cross AJ Styles and turn face off of this. I think.
Either way, they're going to break up, and AJ deserves better. But yeah, New Day is that's theirs.
I think that AJ will get better probably for later in the year. I think that this is just something that they just wanted to throw in there for now. They had a new superstar that needs a launching pad, and so if you're going to use AJ Styles to elevate almost a little bit to be, I guess a new power, the power face maybe on Raw, which is weird. Is there such a thing as a power face? I guess so, but there we go.
Yeah, no, I'm going to leave you to drown on this one.
Yeah, I'm confused too. I am absolutely confused as well. So for sure. I am absolutely confused and terrified as well. Another tag team match on night number 1 of WrestleMania pits Bad Bunny and Damian Priest versus The Miz and John Morrison and TL. This is our celebrity involvement type contest. Celeb involvement type contest. So.
Oh, God. Do I have to pick a winner for this shit?
I would go with the celeb side with this one.
Yeah, because the celeb never loses at WrestleMania, right?
Well, I'm trying to think back. If you count the involvement of celebrities throughout the history of WrestleMania, you have to go back for 35 years, first of all. But I mean, there's a couple.
Time for that, man. We ain't got time for that. But we got lots of content to go through here.
But there's a couple. Well, there's at least 3 or 4 more recent instances of it. Let's talk about Maria Menounos. She won her match, I think, at Mania. What was it? 20 something or other, 27, 28, something like that. And then Snooki.
And they both did win, did they not?
They did win. Now, on the opposite side, if you count Ronda Rousey as a celeb participant,
ooh,
she's won 1 and lost 1 at WrestleMania. See, there's a variant right there. There's the variant.
Okay. But she won 1 as a celebrity, but
yes.
She lost 1 as a regular part of the roster.
Oh, okay.
Well, yeah.
Then I just got to hit you a Shaq in the Andre the Giant Battle Royal at WrestleMania 32 then.
Yeah, but that's like throwing anybody into a match. So either way, I think Bad Bunny and Damian Priest are going to win because I don't know why.
And I will go with the celeb as well. I'll go Bad Bunny and Damian Priest because of them album sales and those T-shirt sales, baby.
Please don't do that.
Baby. On the peacock. The peacock.
Okay, I'm leaving.
The WWE Championship will be on the line in night 1. We'll have the champion Bobby Lashley with MVP in his corner versus Drew McIntyre with a big boot in his corner.
What do you mean a big boot?
The Claymore.
Oh, so he's got nobody.
Nope, he doesn't have anybody. Ain't got nobody.
He's still going to win.
Oh, he'll probably win. Yeah. I got Mac in this match too. Like Lashley is just kind of a title holder right now till Mania, and then potentially drop it. They'll get a rematch or 2 out of the whole thing, and that'll be it for the program. So.
Yep.
Safe WWE booking. Just want to give Drew that pop of that title match win at WrestleMania. But
little do they know that Drew looks weak because he can't retain a championship ever.
Yeah, it kind of gets that vibe, don't you, with him? You kind of do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
Big time vibe. Big time vibes. So there we go. And I think I know who you're going to pull for in this match. I know who I'm going to pull for in this match. The main event for night number 1 is for the WWE SmackDown Women's Championship officially. It'll go on last, it sounds like. Everybody's saying Sasha Banks, the champion, versus Bianca Belair, the challenger.
Wifey! Go, wifey. You Sasha Banks.
You taking Banks to retain?
I have to. That's wifey.
There we go. I'm taking Belair to win. So
yeah,
I think Bianca will win that match, but I don't think her reign will be a long one.
Well, it is WWE.
I think we could even look to the SmackDown after Mania, the week later, almost a week later, be that Friday night following where she drops it. I think that if she does win it, she'll be a short-term champion.
Yeah, but she ain't gonna win it because it's gonna be Sasha Banks.
Well, I think Bianca's going to win it, and she's going to be a short-term champion. That's what I see with that. So, but anyway, that's night 1. And yeah, I'm looking at night 1, and I'm like, man, that looks pretty lean. But I would think that there's going to be some involvements and some run-ins here and there, and maybe we might have a return or two in this night, or maybe this is just how they run off night 1 and try to load it up for night 2. But yeah, night 1 kind of seems a little lean.
Yeah, night 1 doesn't seem like a WrestleMania.
No, it feels more like I don't know, like just your normal March or April pay-per-view with these matches.
Yeah, it feels like a Backlash or something.
Yeah, yeah, or a Fastlane or something along those lines. But
No Mercy, fully
loaded in your house,
over the end.
All right, so now we're going to talk about night 2, April 11th for WrestleMania and our predictions. Again, 7 matches for night 2 as of right now listed. We'll talk about the Nia Jax, Shayna Baszler versus Tag Team Turmoil winners. Now, if we took our winners from our predictions, like I took Lana and Naomi, I think that they will beat Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler for the belts on night 2. And you took Dana and Mandy, right?
Yeah, begrudgingly, yes.
Yes. So if that's the case, I don't see them doing that. So
I kind of sense this is one of those things where WWE is gonna like listen to the crowd on that first night, and whoever gets the bigger pop, if it can like withstand Nia and Baszler, then they're gonna give them the win.
I could see that. I could see that for sure, because don't forget we have the live audience back, so it's all going to be what they have kind of pulsing throughout the crowd and that stuff that night. So
yeah, I kind of have a feeling WWE doesn't know what they're going to do going into it, and it's going to kind of go around what happens with the crowd noise. That's my prediction. It's whoever wins the crowd will win that match.
Maybe that's why they kept it lean on night 1, where they're just hoping that the crowd will dictate something. So
maybe.
So we'll see. Our next contest, Riddle. This is for the United States Championship, by the way. Riddle, the champion, versus Sheamus, the challenger. Again, we're mucking through the mid card here. So,
oh my god. I'll go Sheamus because he's a big man,
and I'll go Riddle because he's the champion. And if you've got a title change from the last title match that you've had on the card, then I think that this one will be the one where the champion would retain. So there we go. So Riddle keeps it. Again, this
is he going to even remember to show up for night 2?
Bro, I'm sorry, man.
Yeah,
I was sleeping in my Cheetos.
Ugh.
Bro. Naughty.
I friggin' hate him.
I think I ran into his dad earlier this week, Matt Riddle.
What?
I was at a shopping, a grocery store, grabbing some groceries. And I picked up a couple of AEW face masks from Pro Wrestling Tees about 8 or 9 months ago or something like that. Just when, the face masks, they started doing like the wrestling themed face masks, right? So I got an AEW one and I got an Inner Circle one. and I was wearing the AEW one around this grocery store, and this one guy comes out of nowhere. He's like, "Bro, where'd you get the mask from?" And I was like, "I got it from Pro Wrestling Tees." He's like, "Oh, I ordered a Kenny Omega shirt. It's awesome." I was like, "Great, have a great day." You know. So,
You sure that was his dad, or was that actually Matt Riddle?
it looked too old to be Riddle, so
I don't know. Riddle looks kind of wrinkly.
I mean, there is that whole thing like they did in the first Jackass movie where they made them look like old guys, so that could have been him.
Yeah, I'm picking Sheamus.
Yeah. Okay, I'm taking Riddle. Moving on.
Moving on.
Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn for like the 167,822nd time, but with a twist. Sami Zayn has notorious YouTube personality Logan Paul in his corner.
Hey, didn't we predict some kind of appearance by Logan Paul?
I believe we did in our Fastlane Nitro Stake, which is on the channel. You can go back and watch that right now.
Yeah, see, it's your earlier thing where you're like, what do these guys know? We know some things.
We know some things.
Yeah.
Not
we get
all
some
of
predictions right.
Yeah. So.
And on this one, jeez. These are both guys who I've notoriously said, whenever they wrestle, I know they're not going to win, but somebody has to win.
Somebody has to win this one.
Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens is going to win this one for once. He's winning this one.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with you and say Owens is going to win this one because I think he's going to do a wicked bump like he did in that match with Rollins last year at Mania to win it. Because he seems like he's a wicked Mania bump guy. So
there's actually two ways I could see this going. Either one, Logan Paul does like a heel thing because he wants to try to get into wrestling for like some exposure or a payday.
Yeah.
Or two, he's not dumb and realizes that Sami Zayn is a complete weirdo, so he turns on him in the match to have his little WrestleMania moment, and Kevin Owens wins.
Which could happen. You're dealing with celebrities, so of course, you know, that they're the intangible, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That's the right terminology. Intangible. The thing you can't predict. The
variable.
The variable. There we go. That's the word I was looking for. Yeah. Yeah. So, all right, this next one, and I fear with this next match that I am going to have your skull just rip open with rage, and because it involves Apollo Crews and it involves Big E. It is a singles match for the WWE Intercontinental Championship, but we learned on SmackDown a couple of weeks ago that this is going to be a quote Nigerian drum fight.
What? What the hell is a Nigerian drum fight?
When I look at it on Wikipedia, I can't click it. So nobody knows what a Nigerian drum fight is.
Okay, first I knew they were going to have a match, and I'm like, okay, whatever. I hate what they're doing with Apollo Crews. I was disgusted by it. I still am. Mm-hmm. But now they've added drums to this.
Well,
a Nigerian drum fight?
Are they going to have drummers around ringside banging drums and boom, 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 like that? Or like what's the deal?
What the hell is this? Are they going to have like the loser gets boiled in a pot? Like what?
Again,
what kind of cartoon shit is this?
Again, we are recording this prior to the final SmackDown, so if they've revealed what it is on the final SmackDown, just deal with it. But
like, you know the visual I'm talking about, right? Like Looney Tunes, where they always have like the African savages like dancing in a circle around a pot that's on top of a fire with someone boiling in the middle.
And you're hoping that you're not the person boiling in the middle?
Yeah, exactly. Usually it's Bugs Bunny and they're trying to make him into a soup, but he gets out of it.
Yeah, exactly. Or Daffy Duck and he doesn't.
What in the fucking hell is a Nigerian drum fight?
I don't know. I have no idea. I guess we will find out either closer to the day, or maybe we find out day of what it is.
Is it going to be a recycled Punjabi prison match, but Nigerian?
No, that'd be wicked. That'd be all right. Either way, I'm taking Big E. I'm taking Big E to retain if that's the case. Just get us out of this, please.
Unfortunately, because it's his match, it's going to be Apollo Crews.
Okay.
How in the world is can I boycott this shit?
It's not looking very promising. I'll try and tempt you with the final 3 matches here, and you can, at least let me know. But
in the meantime, I'll be contacting the NAACP and warning them what's going to happen.
All right. This one here might not even be a match. It might just be a cinematic. The Fiend with Alexa Bliss versus Randy Orton. I could see this totally being a cinematic. I could also see this totally being a in-person match, one-on-one, because they have an actual stadium in front of actual people, and there will be a paid attendance for Mania, so they could go either way with this.
I don't know who's going to win this match, but I know who's going to lose. The viewer, because it's going to be absolute shit. I hate everything they've done. It's been garbage from top to bottom. These two do this so frequently. They do it so often. Remember that WrestleMania where Bray Wyatt was wrestling Randy Orton, and he just showed images on the mat like it was a projection or something of worms or bugs or whatever, and they just had a shitty match.
I remember. I was there. So
these two need to stop working with each other because Orton is better than that, and Bray Wyatt, this character is just stop. Just stop doing this already. It's stupid. It's not real. It's completely just shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there we go. So I can't really add too much to that because you said it all. There we go. I will take Randy Orton, and I hope that this is the end of the creative for this, and we can move on to other things.
Yeah, you know what? I'll pick Randy Orton. I hope he blows up the Fiend or something, and he goes out T1000 style so he can never come back again, just in lava.
Exactly. So there we go. Next match, the singles match for the WWE Raw Women's Championship. Rhea Ripley, the challenger, versus Asuka, the champion. I'm going to take Ripley in this one. I think that she's been built big since her return, and this is a thank you for doing what she did with Charlotte last year. And this is the bigger stage for Rhea Ripley, so that's what you got.
I'm picking Asuka to win this one because I don't think the WWE feels that Rhea Ripley has been on a WWE stage long enough for the crowd to know who she is. They feel like they probably think that she's like NXT famous, but not WWE famous. So they're going to let Asuka win this one. But Rhea Ripley will have a good showing like she did last WrestleMania.
And finally, our main event for WrestleMania, our main event for both nights, the final match of night 2. It is the triple threat match for the WWE Universal Championship. Edge, Daniel Bryan, Roman Reigns. Looking at it here, I still think they throw the belt on Edge off of this. I really do. I just don't think it's going to be a long run for Edge. I think that they're setting up a lot of their title holders to drop titles during that dead period of May through August to make something happen. So I think that's what we're looking at. I think Edge walks out with the belt here.
I'm saying Roman Reigns.
Well, neither of us are giving Daniel Bryan a chance here, and he's like the only face in this match. So
well, let's just think that Roman Reigns with the belt is absolute money. And they're just going to keep riding this wave, especially when you get a crowd back into it.
Yep. Yeah. No, I mean, that's going to be the thing is now we get to see the actual crowd reaction. Is he a cool heel? Is he a heel that people cheer? Kind of like, how Lesnar was at times over the past few years and that stuff, where he was kind of a cool heel where people wanted to cheer him even though he did heel things.
Not so much being a cool heel, but that he's an interesting one.
Yes.
That he's finally interesting, and he doesn't have like X-Pac heat.
Go away heat, yeah. This is just boo because we respect you, not boo because, we don't want you on our TVs anymore.
Yeah, exactly. So I think they might just keep riding this wave of Roman Reigns because it's been doing well, and eventually they're going to have to do that
Could you
champion
imagine
vs. champion match with Roman Reigns and Drew McIntyre.
Could you imagine the WWE truck where Vince sits to run and do all the timing and produce the shows and that stuff, and Roman's music hits, and there's the loudest pop he's ever heard for Roman Reigns, and he just says, "Oh God damn it, we have him healed. They're not supposed to freaking do that. Fuck," you know. After
I can imagine that happening.
Get the crowd after trying to get the crowd to cheer him for so many years, they finally give up on him and during the pandemic and just say, "No, you're a heel now. That's great." And so he walks out doing heel things, and the crowd just loves him, eats him up.
That would be very poetic.
It
I
would
mean, for
be.
the amount of times that McMahon has gotten things wrong over the past decade.
Well, yeah, and even before that too. So. Oh man, we're looking through this, and yeah, again, night 2 seems a little better than night 1, but
does it?
Well, it's got. I mean, it's got the triple threat main event, which is going to be interesting. See what happens.
But it literally has 2 matches that have already got me pissed off.
Versus how many got you pissed off on night 1?
Night 1, I was more like, ugh, gross.
Okay.
But this one is just, no. I kind of resent you for making me watch this.
Well, I mean, I won't force you to watch it. Well, yeah, I kind of am, but there we go.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, you are.
We'll see what happens here off of that. But yeah, there we go. Those are our predictions going into WrestleMania. By the way, we do not, guarantee or endorse any of these to be correct. These are 100% just spitballing, and we'll see what happens off the end of this. But
yes, please do not contact mybookie.com and place bets based on our predictions. Also, please do not ever place bets on professional wrestling because, it's not a genuine sport, so you should never effing do that. So, yeah, don't.
Even though you can on DraftKings, don't.
Yeah, just don't.
Yeah, that's a thing now. DraftKings, you can bet on all of these matches. Like, as of right now, I think you can start putting money down. So,
yeah, I would just strongly ask people to not do that. Be wise.
Exactly. All right, folks. Well, we'll find out how this all shakes down. For Mr. TL, I'm Kellen Nitro. Later days, happy wrestling watching. We'll see you next time here on Nitro Maniac TV's Wrestling Unlimited. Take care and have some fun.